Let's funk it up, ladies and gentlemen. Funk it up. Turn it up to 12. It's our turn. One nation under a groove, getting down just for the funk of it. One nation and we're on the move, nothing can stop us now. One nation under a groove, getting down just for the funk of it. Nothing can stop us now. One nation under a groove, getting down just for the funk of it. One nation and we're on the move, nothing can stop us now. Ladies and gentlemen, Botgun. This been the Punkery Show. Dinoking says, is your boy drunk today? The first time we've had what I used to call it, a concert in a long time. But we just had to funk it up today, ladies and gentlemen. Botgun. Ice Cube and George Clinton up in here, ladies and gentlemen. I guess we're gonna do it this way instead of the rash off way from now on, huh? Undertoad says he wants me to take a look at backup dancers at the Diamond Casino Resort. Let's take a look at this shit. We may see if there are backup dancers going on here. Is this you just recruited people out of the blue, huh? Hold up now. We've got backup dancers, ladies and gentlemen. Hold up here. We do. Hold up. Give it a few seconds. Yep, we do. There it is. Oh. Primitive spawn the bots. You can spawn bots now? Shit, man. Turn up the funk, ladies and gentlemen. What are we doing? The bots are funking out. Shout out to Primitive for getting these 6 bots to be right next to each other, huh? Undertoad the lead dancer in that shit, huh? Lay off the beer, ladies and gentlemen, huh? This is an 11-minute song. I don't know how long we're gonna actually put this in the background, huh? How about we skip to the funk, huh? Hold on here. Can you now move, Undertoad? You got frozen. You got admin frozen in front of the dancers. Anyway, let's put this in the background for now, ladies and gentlemen, until we get to the end of the song. So, there's a lot of stuff going on this week, it seems. I haven't started recording, by the way. Well, first of all, on my list here, I see, before we get to the NG stuff, there are dudes in Discord talking about Europe Vision 2026. This is the last thing we're gonna meme about. Europe Vision 2026. I just want to yearly say this as we say it yearly. Europe 2026, or the Europe Vision, is an abomination. And anyone who watches it is an abomination, and they support women or men in dresses with mustaches and all this shit. I googled the Europe Vision today and I saw a woman or a man with a mustache. All right, we need to get all that bullshit out of here right now. We need to funk it out because we're one nation under a groove, ladies and gentlemen. We're one nation and we're on the move, and nothing can stop us. Let's groove away this Europe Vision nastiness. All right, throw a fire on it. If you're one of these people that watch the Europe Vision, I see Sir Wolfie, as you can see on the screen right now. Sir Wolfie's one of those guys that throws his pride away and dabbles in the Europe Vision. We don't need that. Funk it away. Fire! Throw fire on it. That's all I have to say about that one. So I see there's a big controversy about crouching in the Discord. Oh, what the fuck happened here? What's this song?
Yeah. Fool.
Oh, my bad. Okay, that was this playlist. So, what is this? A mustached woman? Bun up, bro. Bun up. I don't know where you get this from, Sir Wolf. You see in chat right there. He's saying that I may be a mustached woman. Nasty. I don't know what you're talking about, man. But either way, again, as Anka says, fuck crouching. In chat, King says 6 minutes. I'm not sure what he's talking about. But the crouching phenomenon is here, obviously, with version 6.3. I'm joking. A couple of weeks ago, the crouching movement speed has been reduced, and now there's more rage coming on, saying that people should not. What was it? Was that what Rari said? I think Rari had said, correct me if I'm wrong, that people should not be able to move while crouched. Obviously, or rather, excuse me, shoot while crouching, while moving. So you should be stationary if you want to shoot while you're crouched. Now, I want to know what the people think about that, obviously, because right now, as far as I know, you can look like you're doing yoga or doing gymnastics or some shit while you're crouching on the server. You can shoot while crouching. You can kind of move while crouching. You can do a lot of shit while crouching. You know what I mean? Rari said only to cover. What does that mean? So, like, when I read that, I think you can be stationary while you crouch, but you shouldn't be able to move. That's what I interpret when I read that. You know what I mean? And I guess that's what we need. We need another poll, another community outreach. Put it on the poll. Lex, is Lex listening? Put it on the poll. Should players be able to move while crouching? Or excuse me, move while shooting while crouching? Because the answer may be no. To be honest with you. The answer may be no. And there may also need to be a cooldown too. I remember in Rate My Chase Live, I don't know if it was last week or the week before, I think Cesar was doing some bunny hopping type shit. I'm not saying he was abusing or anything, but he was shooting while crouching, while uncrouching, without any issue. And I'm like, all right, this is a little different. We might need to put the clamps on the crouching ability a little bit. Woofy says, come record this abuse. What are you talking about, man? Oh, you're dead. Rip son. Rari said, no shooting while crouching. Ooh. That's a little different, man. I don't know. I'm not sure I agree with that one. I guess you're trying to say make people go into cover as opposed to crouching and shooting. You know, I think it's completely fine to crouch or to shoot while crouching, but it may be a bit overboard to move and shoot while crouching. It sounds a bit, or seems a bit memey, you know what I mean? So I guess the controversy will keep on going, but there definitely should be a poll. So we need Lex. Just remove it, says Aka. Sixth Gear said, add proning. Oh, Lord. How about that, folks? What do you think about that? Do we want proning on the server, huh? It would turn into some Call of Duty type shit where someone is shooting at you. Or you're shooting at someone, and then they start proning and going up and down and shit. I'm not really sure proning actually works in this game mode, I think. I think crouching is fine. Taking cover obviously is part of the base game, but I don't think we need proning. And I'm not sure if you can code shooting while proning. Maybe Claude can give some insight on that one, but put it on the poll too, ladies and gentlemen. Actually, let's put it on the poll ourselves, huh? Let's create a poll. We're gonna do 2 polls here. All right. How should crouching be changed? All right, the last one's gonna be it's good right now. So the first is gonna be no shooting, like while crouching. The second is no moving while crouching. Is there another in between here that I'm missing? So yeah, if you crouch, you can shoot or move, but not both. I'm getting this correct. Remove it, which this would be silly. Or it's how it is. Am I missing another possibility here? I don't think so. All right, let's put on the poll. It's poll number 1, ladies and gentlemen. Poll number 2 is what Sixth Gear put up. Add proning. Yes. No. There we go. We got 2 polls going on right now, ladies and gentlemen. Vote. Carve surfing. I don't know about that one, man. Rari says only move while crouching and take cover only. Dinoking says the Cobtage is live. Help. That is a help right there. What am I gonna watch? The Cobb premiere? I don't know, man. Oh, huh? 33 hours long, the problem, man. I don't know about that. The early voting right now, no moving while crouching. I don't know about that. Oh, actually, no. That's not a bad idea. We'll watch it. We'll watch it. All right, we'll watch it. All right, so that's the crouching, obviously. Also, speaking of Dinoking, there was a lot of memes about Dinoking having ping manipulation type stuff. You know what I mean? And I had suggested to Lex that he's got to ask Claude to have a ping history of all players on the server and have the script detect whenever there's a ping anomaly. So right now we look at Dinoking, right? His ping is 168. I think in that complaint by Lava, his ping was about 170. If his ping spikes at any point to 250, 260, the script should pick that up and register it as abnormal ping for the player. And if the ping is higher than normal for too long, then there should be a ping kick, so that all the people that are accusing Dinoking of using ping manipulation, he'd get that ass kicked. So there's an idea for Lex and the devs, is to add some outside of standard deviation type thing for possible ping abuse. You know what I mean? So we'll see about that. Also, the unfazed Genag basically said that Dinoking is too much of a pussy to manipulate ping next to or against unfazed Genag players. What does Dinoking think about that? Oh, he says he's gonna mute me for now. What does Dinoking think about that, huh? Unfazed Genag basically saying he's too pussy to manipulate ping around them, trying to fight them. I guess we'll get his idea once he's finished rewatching the Cobb-Taj. We might take, I know, a little controversy here, we might take a look at the Cobb-Taj for a minute at the end of the show, maybe before we transition into Rate My Chase Live. Can someone also tell me what's going on, or what went on with Smelly? So all dudes talking about how Smelly, he had enough. We don't talk about it. I tried to look his name up on the Discord, and he assumed the identity of Lex. He had his avatar, he had his avatar, and even his Discord name was Bulferson, which I'm pretty sure is the same as Lex. Bulferson. Oh, it's one S. So I'm kind of confused with what went on there, and I'm kind of confused with how Smelly was able to change his Discord handle name, like his Discord name. I didn't think that was a thing that you could do. But as Addict said, we don't talk about it. It's a very touchy subject of Smelly being gone. I guess we're not going to talk about it. But just like with Chips will be back in about 3-4 months. Smelly surely will be back in 3-4 months. So it is what it is. And also on the list, the unfazed Genag, not gonna like this, but what is this about the breaking news of the Cobb Genag allegedly making their departure? What is going on here? Are they feeling hated? Do they need a therapist? Is there a therapist in the audience that would like to collectively talk to the Cobb Genag to figure out why they feel disenfranchised on the server to the point where they want to get that ass out of here? I was gonna say Rekka has an answer, but he just told one of the Cobb Genag members to hang yourself. How about that? It's not good. obviously. You know, it's not something that we can talk about. It's not something we can have. Anka says check reports on Discord. I don't know, man. I guess this is for the video, huh? Kopganag documentary, so-called documentary video that they put on a bit ago. Again, like I said, we'll take a look at a minute or two before we transition to Ray My J's live, so don't worry about that. Now, Anka said to check this live. It's what is that thing on YouTube where you can watch with everybody as it's premiere. It's premiering right now. Is that what we're doing? Don't worry, man. We will. Anka says to take a look at the play reports. So we're gonna take a look at the suggestions. So we're gonna go the opposite direction. Because I had semi-prepared to take a look at some of the suggestions over here. Maybe we're gonna have time, so we might go back to the player reports, honestly. My report of double RDM was dismissed because I'm banned. Oh, okay, we'll see about that. So Preacher here had a suggestion. And we all know that cooldowns are the bane of existence for some people, at least as of a couple of months ago. And he says, during farming the sad missions, I just noticed that there's a cooldown in the bottom right corner of the screen when players will try to use the same thing in the place where most of us don't even look. So, oh, okay, there's already a suggestion like this, I guess. So I guess basically the position of where the cooldown timers are is not ideal. Also to add colors to it. I guess not much to talk about here, huh? The only thing that the devs would need to have feedback on is... Nobody reads Preacher suggestions. The only thing is we would need to know, or the devs would need to know, where on the screen they should be, the cooldown should be. Hold up now. Serofi said that for Preacher, the cooldown should be right smack dab in the middle of the screen, huh? You know, just to get in his way. Especially when he's fighting a Kopganag member, huh? I think Cesar said put the cooldown thing right up here, above the health arm war type stuff over here. I mean, there is a lot of screen real estate to use, I guess, or depending on what's going on, right? You got the server time up here, the kill list is usually here. When you're driving, vehicle stats are down here. You got the HUD. You got the chat, you got the command chat over here, so there's not a lot of places to put it. I guess you could put it here, maybe. You could also put it here, like Cesar said. You can't put it here because of the Punkery spin interface up here, so I don't know, man. Anka says, fix the fuck can speedometer. What is wrong with the speedometer, Anka? What is wrong with the speedometer? We need details, you know? We need to know the why as well as the what, as far as what the problem with the speedometer is. Does it not refresh quick enough? Is it slow? Does it lag your game? Anka says it's always gone. No, that's different. I don't know what to go about that, man. Undertoad says, fix the mini-map bugs when going into a house and fix the goddamned city trams always being crashed. You mean the trams underground? Oh, man, sometimes they do some crazy shit, you know what I mean? Another suggestion here, Killy down here had said that during the anniversary event, there were no limits to daily quests, and he thinks it would be more fun to keep it that way. If you want to balance it out for the sake of income, then lower the reward for the first quest from 250k to 150k and keep the other quests to 50k like it was in the anniversary time. And Lava came down saying there, I suppose, should be 3 to 5 daily quests at the same time, not one after the other. And Pliss make them to be more criminal activity slash PvP focused. I don't know, man. I don't know. I know that there was a phase where we were trying to get player interactivity on the server, but I think when it comes to daily quests, those are very chill and are supposed to be chill as far as I would figure. So I'm not sure that we should make it more PvP-like. I mean, again, I was bitching. Okay. Most of them are not even chill, huh? Hold on now. Okay, hold on. I mean, do two air delivery missions. I mean, as Cashwalk wins Lotto. You know, do 2 air delivery missions. I mean, that takes a bit of time, right? But that's kind of chill, right? Let me just reset this for the sake of doing, so that we see. Got Breaking Bad, say my name. Well, that will take some time for sure, I think. Samson's Choice. Transform your look with one fresh haircut, huh? I don't think people really want to change their haircut. But I guess you can do it for cash, huh? Change it back. Scrap dealer. Well, these do take some time, I'll tell you that. I remember when we were doing the changelog for this one, the daily quests seemed like they were kind of quick with the tasks, so I don't know. They may be a bit grindy, now that you say it. Like I said, are you watching the Cobgan exit? Again, we'll probably watch 1 or 2 minutes at the end of the show. You know what I mean? During the transition. Speaking of transition, let's transition to another suggestion here. And this one again, Anka, my question is: Are you paying off Candy Ace? Are you paying off Candy Ace to have him post your suggestions on the Discord? Now we can get an actual answer, because we've asked this question for a while and we have not been able to get an answer on this. Candy Ace has been, for lack of a better phrase, being more of a henchman in some way. Jesus. Yeah, okay. It is what it is, I guess, huh? Why? I don't know. It's not really sure what to make it. So apparently, with Anka's dog fighting championship, the mission starts 1v1, 2 Molotovs above the Salt Sea. You mean the Alamo Sea? Jesus Christ. Above the Alamo Sea at 300 meters height. They go at each other, split, and start fighting. If there's a crash, I guess the round starts again. I suppose in order to get a point, I'm not really sure this works, reading this honestly, you need to make the other player explode or make the other opponent crash. So I guess what Anka is saying is that if both Nakotas collide, then no one wins the round, which I'm not really sure how the server or the script can differentiate that, to be honest with you. But there's a video that I guess we will look or watch. And Anka says she did an amendment, like if collision. But my question is, how does the script know? How does the script know when both players crash into each other? Because usually the way it shows up on the kill list right now is whenever two players crash into each other, it credits. What do you mean? Why you need the script? How does the script know if the two guys crash into each other? I think. You know, am I? Does anyone know or recognize what I'm saying? Like, how does the script know whether to give a point to the person that crashed into the other person, or to detect whether or not it was a collision? I think I'm saying the same thing, but I don't know. Anyway, let's see this. I'm not really sure what the premise is here. So I guess, like we said, this is over the Alamo Sea, and basically there'd be a mission, a 1v1 between two Molotovs, or maybe a 1v1 with two Nakotas, and it's a dogfight game mode, right? But the script has to find a way to keep score. That's why I'm kind of confused when Aka says, "Why do we need the script?" Well, the script has to keep score, right? And if you crash into Candy Ace and you get credit for the kill, then the script will think you took down Candy Ace, which means you get a point, unless you put all these if-then statements saying, as you can see here, I guess you can. Anka has 896 vehicle health, right? Unless the script can be like, oh shit, if you go from 896 vehicle health to 0, then that's not a valid kill. I guess that's something you have to put in, you know? So the script would have to do that, you know what I mean? Also, all I see is flying here. Is there actual shooting in this? Guys, when it comes to demonstrating what this mission would be, we'd have to see some action in this bitch, you know what I mean? Oh, there is shooting finally, Jesus Christ. Okay, now see, there's the problem though, right? You just said, Anka, that if a guy crashes into another person, then that should be invalid, right? The question is, how's the server gonna know that? You know what I mean? I don't know. What? Oh, the YouTube is too loud? My bad. My bad. I guess it was too loud the entire. But yeah, but either way, yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Am I watching it? No, not yet. Again, we'll watch 2 minutes at the end of the show, alright? We're taking a look at suggestions for now, you know what I mean? Let me see. Police balance. I don't know what this. What is this? So guys don't really seem to like the police balance situation here that Preacher put up here. He mentioned, Preacher did, about how much or how many armors that civilians and cops carry. And that we should have a police technician, especially since, as we've seen during some Ray My Chase lives, some of the Ganags, they contract gun runners to be in their area so that they can buy basically unlimited armors. And Preacher wants to balance that. I know police technician has been a thing that people have sparingly talked about over the years, and it's kind of been put in the same category as mechanics. That police technicians and mechanics would be cool, they'd be cool, but that's not something that would make sense. And Nabarro apparently had said that police technicians will it'll break the gunrunner market. But I guess can't police technicians participate in gunrunner activities is my question, I guess. So, it is what it is. There are some that do not like this. As we see some of the replies here. Reduce bail amount. I don't know about reducing the bail amount. There's already 45-second jail. I don't know about that one. Cat and Heat been mad that we've gotten a bit pussified. No one wants to take risks in 2026. Just not how gaming is these days, man. No one really wants to take risks. Trisk these days, you know what I mean? I don't know. There's a lot of text here, so I think this may have to be taken a look at by individuals on this one. Can be spread easier. This might be inspired by the haptovirus going around. People can still heal with adrenaline pills anyway. Make sexual diseases infect. Oh, Jesus. With slash wank, huh? That's what we're doing. Well, I don't know, man. I mean, for some reason, I don't know if it was broken. Was this? I don't know if this was broken back when coughing was rebranded, but people just don't seem to want to do the disease thing. You know, there seems to be a big disconnect with how fun spreading diseases was in the olden days to how spreading diseases is on this server. I mean, you know, Assassin said they weren't really using STDs prior either. The STD's always been broken. You can only have a few before you die. Yeah, there was that combination of pertussis and one other, some shit, you know what I mean? And drugs didn't seem to fix. Yeah, I remember the drug thing. Drugs didn't seem to regenerate health quick enough for some of the more potent drugs, but I think, or diseases, excuse me. But I don't know. Maybe it's a little too late with that. I don't know. I mean, Cesar wants this to be added, but I don't really think it's going to fix the disease meta. It just doesn't seem like people are that interested in the infectious disease or STD spreading on the server, you know? And it's still pretty fun, but it just doesn't seem to fit the gameplay for some reason, you know what I mean? Anka says, remove vehicle insurance. All right, this is an on-the-fly suggestion right here. why should we remove vehicle insurance, right? Not only the what, we need the why. Why should we remove vehicle insurance is the new question right here. You have a bunch of vehicles, tens and tens of vehicles. They've got to be maintained. They've got to be respawned and all of that. Why? It was more fun. Come on, man. We need an actual explanation. All right. It is more fun is not enough. You got to give us some substance here. You know what I mean? Just like Jiff JP and Dinoking said, bundle of sticks. Give me 3 words. I mean, you got to give me an explanation of why should we remove vehicle insurance. You know what I mean? Undertoad says, hey. Undertoad says we need to bring back the fruit, the grapefruit, extend jail sentences, and reduce the server to 1 jail location. Listen, Undertoad, I don't know, man. This is 2026. Back, Sir Wolf, he's gonna get mad when I say this, but back in our day, you know, whenever we went to jail for 5 minutes, we were able to wait the 5 minutes or do whatever it is. But then again, back then, when you were in jail for 5 minutes, you were probably getting punched over and over again, so you had to really pay attention. But this is 2026, you know what I mean? This is the Gen Z era, and dudes are not going to be trying to wait 5 minutes of their gaming gameplay to play again. You know what I mean? Not to say that every jail time is 5 minutes, but it is what it is. Okay, I finally gave us an explanation. And says, back in 2022, you bought car, you tuned it, and cared for it, and was fun. Cause now everyone drives a fuck-can supercar all the time, even cops. Now this, I suppose I agree. Only with the idea that everyone drives a supercar, and it's kind of mundane to have everyone drive a supercar, to be honest with you. You know, I think we should add we need to add a communistic type feature that says that players can only own 3 supercars. If you want to own as many sports cars as possible, go ahead and do it. We got to get these goddamn supercars off the damn street. Epstein down, Jesus. But yeah. Honestly, I think we need to. The communists did it up. Honestly, 3 supercars per person is the limit, or should be the limit. You know what I mean? Or, as Anka might have said here, increase the cooldown for retrieving a supercar, or increase the cooldown on retrieving a car based on its class. So, something to ponder, I suppose, you know what I mean? Thank you finally for the explanation, Anka. I think we got some good stuff here. As Beavis has been admin-shipped, that is dead. Rip in peace. He gets taken down in about 7 seconds, and he has no idea why he got admin-shipped. Rip's on to my boy. Rip's on to my boy. Alright, so let's take a look at the player reports here. So Anka was talking about how... Was there one that Candy Ace posted for you that was dismissed? Is that what happened here? Oh, here it is, isn't it? There it be. Cat in Heat is laying down the law, ladies and gentlemen. Laying down the law. No more complaints. Oh shit. No more complaints. On behalf of a person who is not in the Discord, I suppose. Actually, is Anka banned on the Discord? I don't think so, right? Anka left the Discord, correct? That's what I remember. I think Anka left the Discord. She crashed out, as usual, over some weird shit, and left the Discord. But it was already dismissed. We're gonna take a look at it anyway. So apparently, it was DM while AFK. That's all right. It's not gonna hold up in the court, honestly. So 60 years said the YouTube audio is too loud. Make sure to make it low, I guess. So we have some rage in chat here between Ankh and Smile. Seems like a night in Europe or something like that. I guess the allegation here is that Smile got the DM while, well, Candy Ace says while AFK. I'm not really sure if that's actually true, because now Smile comes up. He gets out of his supercar, by the way, which we need to limit. Gets that as stolen. The cat does the attack, obviously. I don't know if that triggers a revenge. So far, Anka is still not AFK, so I'm not really sure what the AFK thing came from. Jesus Christ, man. You cannot tell me that America, or rather Europe, has better healthcare than America. All right, this is healthcare meeting right here. All right, so I'm not too sure where the AFK comes from, because Anka was still typing in chat the whole time and then gets laid out on the bench. And Cat in Heat, like we said, lays down the law. No posting on behalf of other players. So I'm not sure AFK was before. I don't see the fucking video. He's on about. Oh, he's on about. I don't see the. If there ain't no proof, it didn't happen. Anyway, next one here. I see Urinipede. Shout out to Urinipede. He got that. he got that ass. He wasn't banned for this, I don't think, but he got that ass reprimanded. He got that ass reprimanded a few weeks ago for doing the musket switch thing. And now we have to see whether or not he's doing it again. Anka is very angry right now, ladies and gentlemen. Very angry. No, it doesn't really matter, I guess. So now we have Odin, whose CPU is on life support, for fuck's sake. 100% CPU on Odin's PC right now. It is... Skip Piet says, typical Pakistani PC. Oh boy. Oh boy. Help. Help. That is a help right there. And Anka's rage quit. Her son is dead. Alright, so I forgot what we were watching this for, honestly, because of that. We need to look out for Urinipede to see if he was doing the musket switch bug, which he got reprimanded for a few weeks ago. It's kind of hard to see, honestly. Call me old if I don't see the switching being used, though. Nope, I don't see it yet. Odin's gonna have to put the timestamp on this shit, to be honest with you, man. Actually, now I see it, huh? I kind of see what you're saying there, huh? Because he is that the musket? Yeah, he shot the musket, and I think he has a shotgun in hand right now, right? He doesn't shoot right away, but you don't see the reload animation of the musket. So that may be what he's talking about there. Let's take a look at the second one. So Odin, as usual, he's the most creative when it comes to insults on the server. He is calling Unipede. I don't even want to really say that, to be honest with you. Jesus. Horse son, obviously. So we got the tailgating going on. I guess this is the DM video, I suppose, huh? We're probably not going to see any gun switching in this one. Odin gets out. He's now unarmed. Don't shoot an unarmed man. We see this in America all the time, obviously. Oh, he dies very quick, huh? There he is, dead. And do I see well, it is in revenge, but it might have been. We have to take a look at the very beginning, I guess. I think he had the. I think he had the revenge list up, huh? Yeah, I guess that came up after the Rams. Script error or some shit, you know what I mean? It's on, man. Son. So Urinipede after Cobb gets out of here might get that ass destroyed. Alright, we'll do one more and then we'll transition. As we transition, we'll take a look at a few minutes of this Cobb Ganag video that I've been put on. And then, before we transition as well, after that, I've got something for Marnix. Speaking of Marnix, it's got nothing to do with NG at all, but I just want to put him on game on something, and of course, he's deleted it. Fuck's sake. Well, we can still see it here, I guess. Huh? More Cobb Ganag members doing the hunting. I guess this will be good. That the Cobb Ganag will be finished. The finale is today. And then they'll go right off into the sunsets. I hear the Cobb Ganag has invested in crypto. And they're buying low, selling high in crypto. And that's why they have decided to depart. So Marnix right now is inside the office. He had a hit contract put on him by, I suppose, a Cobb Ganag member, which forces him outside of City Hall at some points. And he is lying in wait, or the Cobb Ganag rather, is lying in wait, a la Red Dead Redemption 2, John Marston. They got the shooting crew out here. There it is. There it is. The sheriff crew is outside, and not sure why he's not dead yet, though. All I'm gonna say, I know the unfazed Ganag is probably very elated that the Cobb Ganag is gonna get that ass out of here. His butt shoots at Marnix by accident. But at some point, you gotta wonder what you wish for, you know? If there are no enemies on the server, what do you have to play for? You know what I mean? What do you have to play for? Now, I'm not too sure why he's not dead yet, because he had that hit contract on him for a long ass time. I'm not sure how he's not dead yet, to be honest with you. I'm not sure who placed the hit, to be honest with you. I actually missed that. But we're going to finish this off here with Marnix getting that ass destroyed. There he is. There he is. All right, so there it is. We're gonna go and transition here into we're gonna transition in the Rate My J's live right here. But first, we have two things to take a look at. First, I want to see the first couple of minutes of what Dinoking's talking about here. Where is it? Fuck. Oh, the documentary of the cop getting. I know dudes were like, we can't see this shit here, but I'm genuinely curious. I've got to at least get 2 minutes of idea here. Then after this, why is it so dark, bro? After this, bruh, I've got a video for Marnix. Again, nothing NG related in the video, but it's about his country.
He was a serial killer who bragged about killing people.
So I guess it's the compilation of
Confessed to be a demon.
all of the memes,
Everything to be true.
all of the, oh lord,
He was a demon in human form.
all the misconducts, all of the Ganag war over the last X amount of time. This will be their send-off, apparently. We need to have a response video to this. Remember Render's video on Floppa basically getting down on his knees to Render. I think we need to have a response to that, or a response to this.
Need to be gone, bro. You know what I'm talking about? In order for shit to get better. And he one of them.
You know what I'm talking about. While this does this, I gotta get the video that I gotta show Marnix. Although I don't know what it was called. Son of a bitch, man. So again, we'll transition it a little bit. Ah, there you go. I've got it. I've got it. Although I don't actually know which part of this video I need to show Marnix. There we go. Alright, so go fuck yourself. If you want to see the rest of the documentary, The Ganag, then it's on Dinoking shit. Now, before we transition, again, nothing to do with NG at all, but I like to make fun of Marnix. Well, no fair kills? Yeah, I mean, what do you expect? What do you expect? It's, you know, their video, you wouldn't expect to have them have fair kills, I guess. But we make fun of Marnix around here, obviously, in a jabby type of way. He is our neighborhood vegan. And surprisingly, or somehow, he is our neighborhood vegan in a country that is the tallest country, I believe, or one of the tallest countries in the Western world. And you wouldn't usually associate, tall with vegan, but and this is kind of an anti-India video too, but as we transition here, I've got a video for Marnix, all right? So, as you can see, his country, one of the tallest in the world, right? even though they were one of the shortest in Europe, I suppose, in that time period in the 19th century, huh? But the Netherlands started to become tall. They started to grow inches on their heights.
The Netherlands is one of the largest dairy producers in the entire world.
And for damn sure, the Netherlands did not grow inches on their heights because they ate fucking plants. Marnix. You know what I mean? This is why, no offense to Dinoking, this is why India is very short. You know what I mean? And India is pretty short because they eat fucking plants. You know what I mean?
Eggs, dairy.
I'm not saying Dinoking is that, but you know.
Growth hormone to develop bone
Yeah.
and to support the entire
So anyway,
system.
let me just get this situated
Across countries is going to be the ratio between animal protein and
as we get
protein in their diet. Countries
into Rate My Chase Live here, but just if Marx, I don't know if Marx is here, but he needs to ingest this animal protein, ladies and gentlemen, alright? Get that shit in. Eat your meat.
Coincidence, this is biology. So now let's look at the other end of the chart. India consistently ranks amongst the
Eat your goddamn meat.
populations in the world, where the average male height is
Later on, he's going to talk about how China
65 centimeters.
was one of the shortest people, or rather, shortest countries in the world. But China has fixed it. You know what I mean? They started eating that meat, they got taller. So,
where you do get
Marnix, someone tell Marnix, share that video to Marnix. You know what I mean?
quality
Dinoking, I know, man, I know.
and fat soluble vitamins.
I'm not saying you, but, you know, I'm just saying,
Crucial for
stereotypically,
bone
you know what
growth,
I mean?
development, and overall hormonal optimization. They do not provide the complete amino acid profile that dairy and animal protein.
Alright, let's transition now into Rate My Chase Live.
It almost exclusively found.
Hopefully, Marnix got a bit of a tip